Hello, welcome to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. I'm your hostess, Melinda NailFanatic. Thank you for being here. Thank you for giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel. And thank you for all your donations and your beautiful energy that you're sending my way. There are facts below the video in the description box. Check those out to get answers to any questions you may have. And there are playlists for each of your zodiac signs. So please take a moment to check those out. And I'm just sending out my notifications and then we'll get right into the message. Also, I still have some copies of the download and the Words of Clarity, which are my custom decks that I had published. If you would like one, that information is also below in the facts, so check that out. And one more posting to do, and then I'm ready. So give me just one moment. Oh, so thankful and grateful. And the energies have been a little bit challenging lately. But how you holding up? How you doing today? How have you been sustaining in these energies? Let's go ahead and see what are the words of clarity for us today from my handmade Words of Clarity deck for love, peace, and happiness. What is the word of clarity for love today, please? And thank you for love. In order for us to focus on love, what is the guidance that you have for us for love today? Thank you. We have present coming out. For peace, what do we have for peace today? Thank you. That just came right out. For peace, we have recognition. And what is our word of clarity for happiness today, please? For happiness, what is the word of clarity for happiness today? Thank you. Attempt. And let's see what's at the foundation of it all. At the bottom of it, we have content, both words there. So with that, the stairway to heaven came through. There's a sign on the wall, but she wants to be sure, 'cause sometimes words have two meanings. All right, so present recognition attempt. Let's see what is the word of clarity as an overall energy of the day on earth for us to embrace at our choosing. All of these decks have been pre-shuffled. We're going to use my published Words of Clarity deck. Empowering, linking energy, connection, energetic connection from here to there. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. That one there. The bottom of the deck is receive. All right. And let's go ahead and, while we're pulling cards, pull one from the download about the energy of the day. The recording date for this video is December 17th, 2020. Every video on this channel, regardless of recording date, or even if I set a date or a month or example, the yearlies that I've been doing, it's always timeless in nature because our messages are principled and it is the intention of the channel. So what is the download message for us today, please and thank you? What does the download have to offer for us today? The download is a compilation of one-liners that help me to move through this life and embrace my power. At different points, different one-liners would come to me. And so these is a collection that came together of phrases over a period of about 10 years, about 10 or 11 years, this deck was in the making. So we have a catapult on one side. Look at that. On the other side, it says, I know there's something you've been feeling weighed down by. We want you to know that it's just the catapult to launch you further than you knew you could go. So remember that even this is working for you. The more you remind yourself of that fact, the more you'll see the truth of it. So it's whatever you have going on, it is set to catapult you further. So somebody made an attempt at happiness that didn't really work, but you recognize it and you made peace with it. And it didn't mean that love wasn't present in it. I feel like in this, it was an attempt made to try to help elevate another person, bring happiness to another. You tried. It didn't work. You're content. You did the best you could. It wasn't for you to make another person happy anyways, but it didn't, no bad on you for trying. You know, you share a little bit of words, share a little bit of good energy, and hope for the best. But you get what you get, and you don't throw a fit. And what you don't do is let it bring you down moving forward. Okay. So there is an energy empowering all of our thoughts on earth at this time that we have received. We have received this energy. Now, this makes me think of something I saw today that a friend of mine who is very intuitive, some of you who've been to the retreat have met my friend Bubba. Very intuitive, very in tune with the energy. And he posted something that I want to share with you. He said 2:20 a.m. energy, 2:22 a.m. energy shifted hard. Static flash came out of the mountain, was disoriented and dizzy for 5 hours. So this gives me that energy of what his post said. As somebody who perceives energy very well, I feel like there's energy coming, a present of love, a gift coming in for all of us at this time. And so some of you could also find yourself, when you receive this, feeling a little disoriented. Some of you are going to be feeling dizzy, drained, tired. Okay. But love, it's important for us to see where the love is present in our life and focus on that. I had a brief conversation with a gentleman, even just today it was, and he was intently focused on the lack of love in his life. And it made it very obvious to me that, you know, that's why we hold it off. That's why they say love comes in when you're not looking for it. Because when you're looking for it, you're focused on, I don't have. And so we want to notice where we have the love to increase our receptivity to love at this time. And whatever you've been feeling weighed down by, whatever's been feeling really heavy, it's only going to serve to catapult you forward. Again, it said further than you knew you could go. So you've got beautiful things in store for you. And sometimes the energy feels heavy. Sometimes it feels like things are taking longer than you would have liked them to. But you have to recognize that everything is happening for a reason, and choosing love, peace, and happiness is our empowering point to work with this energy. If it's true that there is massive energy hitting Earth that is going to be here as a gift, as an assistance, as help arriving, which I heard, I don't think I actually said that out of my mouth, but I did hear help is here now. And if that's true, then now more than ever, our point of focus is so important. Is everything working out for us, or are things just happening to us? So I want to say hello to Wanda and Key. So thankful and grateful that you're here with me. I pre-shuffled again all the cards, but I'm going to work with the handmade tarot that I made, the Muse Tarot and the Light Seers Tarot today to get some messages for us. So let's see what this experience today is looking like. What is the experience that we're to talk about today for our viewers who are in line. There's a life experience that needs to come through these cards today. Thank you for showing me. Okay, here we go. So there's a situation today of confronting negative mindsets, negative mentality. And yeah, because this is being confronted because somebody's feeling weighed down, feeling overburdened, feeling overwhelmed by a situation. There's been a lot of back and forth, a lot of difficulty, a lot of combativeness. I hear the word combativeness, fighting mentality. Somebody's a fighter, not a lover. And this is because there's been a lot of pains in the past that this somebody is not letting go of. But you feel an urge and you're making your plans to make your move. So whatever that feels, whatever that equals, we're going to get some more clarity on this. You're in the energy of making a choice. There is a destined meeting, I heard a destined meeting coming your way. You're really looking to follow, you're trusting in your intuition, and you're looking for a new day. You're looking to close out this old cycle from your life. Whatever was, you're not interested in that continuing. You want something new happening. And shock and awe, there's a surprise to be delivered here. Okay, for some of you, this is a matter of love. So let's go ahead and see on one side of the table what is going on with this experience for one side of the table. Now, you'll have to determine which side of the table you sit on, okay? So, confronting limiting beliefs and negative thoughts about surrounding love and connections and what that means and what that looks like, right? And then we have, there's burdens, and on one side of the table, there's somebody who is determined to keep moving forward. Somebody wants to hold on, and they're determined to make this work. Somebody's determined to make this work, even though it's a burdensome situation. Somebody's still going headlong into this difficult situation, staying focused on their goals because they know that, hey, they're feeling this whole catapult idea. It may be heavy, but it's going to launch you further than it's ever been. So they understand the value of the resistance and the contrast. Somebody here truly understands the value, is able to see the value in contrast, in resisting and resistant energies as a catapult to launch you further. I also feel the energy that there is a love connection here, but somebody is moving too slow. Let's see what is up with this Five of Wands. We have the Queen of Wands. So here's somebody actually is so used to fights and difficulties and struggle. They thrive in that energy. Somebody here thrives in the energy of the contrast and the struggle and the fight. Let's see, on the Five of Cups in the past, we have the Six of Cups. Yeah, this is something that goes back to their childhood, and this is definitely also somebody who's carrying a lot of past life residual energy in their current 3D form. Thank you. So on this side of the table, this person is, with the Hierophant coming out, this person here is being guided to, look, did you learn yet? Did you learn yet? Life is showing them, I'm getting the school of hard knocks to teach some lessons. All right. On your side of the table, Two of Wands, we saw you choosing, making a decision to do something different. And the Eight of Pentacles is here. So you're working with your magic. You're working with your, you're working with changing the karma is what it is. You're changing, you're clearing your karma, changing your energy, changing your point of focus, and working with esoterics, mysticism, making a change. Okay. Nine of Wands. Somebody is there's a destined situation, and somebody is standing, standoff, standing back, yielding. Somebody is very resistant to this destined change. This choice to do the hard thing for the greater good. Let me get something. I was looking at my karma cards yesterday, and let me just read to you something I noted down about karma. So, give me just a second. Okay. The fated life is the one we were born into. The destiny life is one our soul chooses, and it takes courage and faith, right? So this is about, I feel like we're talking about, for someone, a connection that was fated. In other words, you were born to meet this situation, this circumstance, this individual, right? But the destined path that is the one you're choosing. You chose to do something while you were here living this life. Before you got here, you chose something, right? And in order to fulfill that, it's going to take a lot of courage and faith on your part. And that's what this person is resistant to. So you want to follow your intuition, Two of Swords. You're doing everything you can to stay in your intuition and not let your intellect confuse you. And you're not looking at what the eyes are focused on. You're not focused on what the eyes are seeing. But there's a Tower moment in the outcome energy here. And on your side, it looks like ascension. It looks like solitude. It looks like going about your journey on your own. This is a single person card. This is a card of a person who is very, very spiritual, very introspective, somebody who doesn't look outside for answers but looks within for answers. There's the energy of elevation, and this person is sitting on a cliff, but it looks like they're floating and they're glowing in the dark night. Somebody is being the light instead of looking for the light. Big, huge difference. All right, the bottom of the deck is the Six of Pentacles. Whoever this side represents, Six of Pentacles, this is about an energy exchange. It's about giving and receiving. It's about what you have to put out there and how it comes back to you. So let's look at the energy on the other side of the table with the Muse Tarot. What's going on the other side of the table, please? Yeah, you view this other person in a situation as being very standoffish, and there's some things that you still feel like you don't know, but you're trusting your intuition is going to show them to you. And so you're not looking to somebody to show you. You're looking to your spirit, your higher self. Okay. So what are the messages regarding the other side of the table, please, and thank you. All right, so we're starting off with the Seven of Inspiration. So we have somebody here who, with the opportunity to confront negative beliefs, they've tried to block out. They have tried to block out. Somebody is, first off, they're not showing everything that they are. They only show as much as they want to. And on the first side of the table, somebody sees a connection here, a love connection. But on the second side of the table, this person has been in a very dark place and the light is only beginning to shine. So they're only beginning to open up about some of the ideas that they have and the negative beliefs, tendencies, habits, whatever that they have. But they still aren't willing to show their whole face. So there's the idea of some sort of hiding, of masking, of protectiveness, guardedness. There's a bright star that shines over this person. This person on this side of the table is very protected. And although they haven't yet lifted their head to see it, it doesn't change the fact that they are. Let's see over here what we have for the other side of the table. The 9 of Voices. Over the 9 of Wands. So situations become overwhelming. Somebody is choosing to continue moving forward, moving at a slow and steady pace. And now we have on the other side of the table, I feel like this person is waiting. I feel like there's a waiting energy. So I feel like waiting has become overwhelming because somebody was moving too slow. Somebody was moving too slow, and waiting become overwhelming. And in the wait, it was a self-care thing going on. A lot of self-care. Somebody been feeling real tired, overwhelmed. I'd rather sleep than face what's going on. Well, that makes sense because there's been a whole lot of difficulties lately. Let's see. It's like there's somebody who knows how to, on the one side of the table, there's somebody here who knows how to start fires, start chaos. Okay. So let's see on the second side of the table over here with the 5 of Wands, we have the Hermit. So now that's the second Hermit energy coming out. Yeah, it's like every time somebody starts a fight, I feel like on the second side of the table, starts a fight, starts some drama, throws some chaos into the mix. Somebody likes to get it. I hear that one song, let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Yeah, so somebody likes to get some stuff stirred up. Somebody likes to stir the shit pot, you know? And every time that happens, I feel like on the second side of the table, whoever this is be asking themselves, like, is this my happiness? I've come so far on my own. Do I want to be involved in this situation? And somebody's looking for answers, but they're not asking for the answers to other people. Again, this person is going within, and somebody's just needs to get a breath of fresh air and get out the house and go sit in the sun for a minute whenever these moments had happened. I feel like whenever there was a problem on the one side of the table, somebody would go and find something else to entertain themselves with, while on the second side of the table, this person kind of just sat on their own in thought, deep in thought, trying to see what had gone wrong, what could go differently, how to avoid this conflict. So with the 5 of Cups in the past, on one side of the table, we had the 6 of Cups. I said this was going back to somebody's childhood, a lot of loss and regrets from the childhood, right? Let's see what's on the second side of the table. The Fool card. Yeah, so part of why you're sitting here, second side of the table is sitting here asking themselves is because they actually have walked away from this in the past. They've walked away from this in the past. But they're always, I feel like whoever's on the second side of the table is always trying to see the brighter side, open up the energy a little bit more. But it's like at this point, having had to walk away from this in the past, you finally got some clarity. Now you have more clarity. And I feel like, again, you may not know where you're going, but you know you're moving. And I feel like on the second side of the table, we have somebody here who's just ready for a whole new cycle, tired of these regrets, tired of this confusion, ready for something new, something that you can be very confident in, something that's very balanced and reciprocal. I even feel like somebody here has been like sitting with their self, like, why did I do that? Why did I do that? This person was coming towards me. This person was loving me. I felt the connection. Why did I do, somebody's saying, why did I do something that was so foolish? They know they did something so foolish. Excuse me. Excuse me again. So let's go ahead and clarify with this King of Wands and the Hierophant. Let's see on the other side of the table, we have the Chariot. So that is on one side of the table, this person is learning some lessons. On the other side of the table, this person is moving forward. Action is happening right now. Literally, I see one person just sitting on a stoop and trying to find their happiness and trying to gain enlightenment and figure things out about themselves and processing, right? That's their action that they're taking. On the second side of the table, this person is moving forward, standing tall, bringing the energy for the supportive spiritual energy forward. This person is deep in manifestation. Deep in manifestation. And actually taking action steps in the direction of what they want to see, what they want to do. Excuse me. I do see for someone a connection emerging between a Taurus and a Cancer energy, a Taurus masculine energy and a feminine Cancer energy. I feel like these two together have an ability to harness so much power that they make things happen when they unite. So this could be a friend or a lover, or it could be like a like-minded individual who's very much in tune like you are, and y'all work together like a master, y'all form like a mastermind together. I feel like what I'm seeing is two people who work with energy a little bit differently, but both work with energy. And when there's a combined focus, that energy gets, whoa, is the only way I can see it. So let's see about this Two of Wands energy, where you're choosing to do something different and focus on your work, focus on your spirituality, deep into your esoterics, your mysticism, or on one side of the table. This could be you or the other person, right? Let's see how the other person is viewing from the other side of the table. Muse of emotions. The other party is looking, if this is you, and you're making a different choice. The other party feels like you don't need nobody. You're self-sufficient with the Muse of emotions. You're in a place of emotional mastery. They see you as very self-sustained. You don't need nobody to make you feel good. You know how to take care of yourself, in other words. You know how to take care of yourself. And you're doing that. And they're absolutely right. You do know how to take care of yourself. Somebody's working some candle magic. Somebody's working with the cycles of the moon. Somebody's got a pentagram. Also herbs and spices, possibly. Somebody's studying herbology. Somebody's looking to a natural path and working with the elements and incorporating that into their new choice and direction. So if this is about a lover, then you would be using these tools to help draw that new lover in. If this is about a career, you'll be using these tools to help you make decisions and have an advantage in your career. This is about using tools and resources for your advantage that involve the use of the elements. But the other person sees you as very self-sustaining. You know how to keep yourself content. You know how to keep yourself involved in your life and keep yourself happy. Happiness is what's there, right? I feel like somebody says, well, I tried to make them happy, but it didn't work. So let's see how they're viewing themselves on that side of the table. We have the 8 of voices. Oh, man, they feel stuck like Chuck without a buck and no luck. Oh, boy, they feel stuck. See, you saw them as resistant. You were seeing them as the 9 of Wands. And this is destiny. This person, this is their destiny. They need to face something that they have not wanted to. They have not wanted to face this. You could see it. You could see that there was a certain blockage, a certain obstacle, and it's not hard. Look, that fence is only knee high. All she got to do is step over it. But somebody even sees himself as stuck. They don't know how. I don't know how to lift my leg up over this obstacle that's in front of me to make one step over. The girl got long ass legs. All she got to do is step over it. I'm just saying. So it's like until this person makes a choice and can see hope for themselves, they're trying to find some hope. I feel like this person is trying to find some hope, but they're feeling stuck like Chuck without a bucket, no luck. And we said it again. Yes, we did. They've got to take the action step. They're being stuck in their head, and it's not proving beneficial for them. Whoever this is. Let's see what their innermost hopes and fears is. So your innermost hopes and fears is you're hoping that you can trust in your intuition. You are trusting in your intuition, and you're hoping that you're getting the message right. You're really trying to not focus on the things outside and what you can't see, but you can feel. So let's see on the other side what they got. The Ace of Inspiration. They're hoping for a new chance. They're hoping for a new start. They're hoping for our help to come and rescue them. They're hoping for a new beginning. They want a new beginning. They want a fresh start. They don't want to, they want a fresh start in life. Whatever that looks like for them, they want a fresh start in life. They want a chance to start over. They want do-overs. Somebody's asking for do-overs. This person is hoping for power, to find their power. And at the same time, this person, there's some cactus behind this lady's spine. And it's like this person has some fear of finding their own power. Somewhere there's a fear of what they could do if they actually had all their power working full force. Somebody is afraid of their own power. Let's look at outcome energy. On one side of the table, on the first side of the table, we had the Hermit energy, choosing singlehood, choosing the path of enlightenment, choosing to continue to follow the internal guidance system in the direction that you're being spiritually guided to, if this is you, or for them if it was them. Okay. And on the other side of the table, on the second side of the table, what was their outcome? The 10 of emotions. This is the 10 of cups energy. 10 of cups energy. Happy connections. So I feel like on one side of the table, we have a person, there's going to be a shock and somebody's going to be watching while somebody else is having all these happy connections, and it's going to hit like a ton of bricks. It's going to be like, oh man, the tower really did come down. This 10 of emotions is here, and I'm really, Okay. Being told to pull 2 cards over it. It's the Lover's card. Wow. The Lover's card. And the Emperor. Oh my goodness. So, interesting. We talked about this person feeling stuck, right? They're feeling stuck enough, right? Going back to the catapult energy, right? They're feeling way down enough. They're feeling stuck enough that it becomes the catapult to launch them. They may be afraid of this power, but it looks like they're taking their power back, because whoever this is, they're stepping into bliss. They're stepping into wise choices and standing up in the place, becoming the authority in their life, not allowing their life to just be thrown hither and thither according to whatever is the dominant energy. They're becoming the dominant energy in their own life. The Knight of Voices is at the bottom of the deck here, and that was our first card out from the Handmade Tarot about the confronting of negative energies. But in this, it's a Pegasus coming, a white Pegasus, and it's like, this is I feel like this is some sort of energetic or angelic guide. It's like they've been brought. And I feel like this was Crash Course. So if you're resonant in this, whichever side you're resonant on, this was Crash Course. Let me get 2 more cards over this Hermit on the outcome on the one side for this Tower. We have the 5 of Wands and the Devil. Wow. So on one side, we're dealing with somebody who's fighting with their shadow side. Somebody is choosing to be alone because they don't want to fight with their devil. Wow. Somebody's choosing to be alone because they're saying, I don't need to go compete with that devil. Somebody doesn't want to overcome their own shadows. They don't know how. It seems too daunting. It seems too difficult. Somebody's pulling out of a fight. Somebody's choosing to be alone because going into this situation, it keeps turning into a fight. It feels very restricted. It feels very confining. Wow. And on the other side of the table, somebody's actually growing and expanding. And they're finding their happiness. In this stuck feeling is what's coming through too, is not just stuck. This is like cocoon energy. This is chrysalis energy. This is sitting in a phase of transformation and staying focused while you're there is the other thing that I'm getting right now as I look at these cards. So somebody may be seeing you as, I feel like, okay, so now with all these images on the table, stuff is just coming through. Somebody may be feeling like you are the one who is, like you separated yourself. You're not willing to cross your boundaries and your borders to experience with them anymore. And what it is you're choosing your point of focus. You're going to restrain yourself because you know that this situation keeps bringing out this low vibrational devil energy for you. So you're restricting yourself from the devil is what I see. There's somebody here who's finding great happiness because they learned a lot of life lessons. They're moving forward. Their intuition showed them, this burdensome situation ain't going to change. They've been asked, they got 9. So if you're on that side of the table, the second side of the table, you got angel number 999 all up in your space. I just want to say that. There are so many 9s in the spread. We have a 9, a 9, the 9, we have the 9, and we have the 9. How many is that? 5 9s up in this spread. And 5 is about changes. This is about changes that it's like it's time. We've reached the limit of how long we can take with this. It's time. These changes must occur. They have to happen. And somebody is very resistant to them. And somebody's trying to find a shortcut way, a magic way out of it. Somebody trying to find their magic. I'm going to just wish myself out of having to do the work. I don't want to have to do the work. But somebody here is like realizing like, okay, look, that shit didn't work. I'm going to have to do the work. Somebody's doing fire gazing. Somebody's doing sunbathing. Somebody, when they're in a place where there's not sun, they're channeling the energy of the sun, though. And that is simply just focus upon what the sun feels like, what the sun looks like, and you're channeling that energy into a situation. And I hear you doing it because you know it is a very healing energy to channel. I also feel like on both parties, the intuition is speaking. One person got the message, they're moving forward, they're moving into their bliss, they're growing, they're expanding, and they got new opportunities coming their way that are divinely designed for them. On the other side, somebody is refusing to follow their intuition. They're choosing to stay standoff. But I feel like they're dealing with some difficulties and they're feeling very alone right now. So that's what's going on. This could be any sort of a relationship. Let's see. Okay, I haven't been given that advice for a while. So let's see what zodiac sign. Somebody here having an experience with an Aries, somebody having an experience with the Gemini, somebody having an experience with the Capricorn, somebody having an experience with the Virgo. What else do we have? We have another Virgo energy here. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy here. We have Cancerian energy and Taurian energy. So those are the zodiac signs that come up. So how did those messages resonate for you? For some of you, there'll be certain parts that are meant for you and other parts that you have to leave behind. You know the rule. If it resonates, pick it up and run with it. If it doesn't, leave it where you found it. For others of you, it feels like your whole life story. And even though we speak in generalities, you know what we're talking about in your experience. That's the way this works. I tell the overarching energy, and you are able to see how that's exactly what energy is affecting your own situation at this time. So I'm going to check my phone and see if we are complete at this time. Just see what we got going on my line. I feel like we're complete, which would mean that I have time for some more zodiac sign readings today. Yes, I'm going to be doing some more zodiac sign readings. I'm not seeing anything on my phone, so it appears that we are complete for today. So I want to thank you all for being tuned in, tapped, and turned on with me. Until next time, kamsahamnida. Gracias. Sending you so much love and peace and happiness. Laters.